Test. Hey there, guy. You should hear me like normal, but we lo-fi, baby. Let's go. Oh, I forgot my pendulum. My lack of desire to see, dude. Dude, I've been hella antsy today. Usually I think I'm pretty good at like enjoying the process, which is important, dude. You gotta enjoy the process. But today I just freaking find myself thinking about like, okay, what's the next thing while I'm not even done with what I'm doing, you know? And I don't even know why, because like I don't need to get like a bunch of stuff done or anything. I'm just going through the motions before I even go through them, I guess, in my head. I asked on my Instagram what I should yap about in this vlog, and freaking follow me on Instagram if you want to give me suggestions for next time. It's just at Lonnie. Same as my YouTube. Somebody said I should do Pendulums as a topic, dude. Apparently there was like a big article I've seen a few like 420 YouTubers talk about that was like, these like highly respected cart distributors, or they were exposed for actually containing a ton of pesticides or whatever, dude.
Some of your favorite brands got exposed today for having insanely high levels of pesticides in their carts. And I'm not talking about, oh, just 1 or 2 carts failed a test, or, oh, it was just barely over the threshold. We are talking carts that are hundreds of times over the legal threshold for testing.
You know, I always smoke whatever's the cheapest because I am no bougie. I'm not bougie, dude. I'll take whatever. It is what it is. I saw Stizzy was on the list, and I have made fun of my friends for swearing by the Stizzy pods. Apparently, the $12 carts and the $30 carts were all smoking the same pesticides, allegedly. It is what it is. I could get high off these savings alone. Someone said, talk about the economy. Well, see, well, the thing about the economy is, what you're gonna wanna do is, I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know nothing about making your money work for you. I heard someone say, I think it was Mizkif or something, he's like, if you put your money in the bank, you're an idiot. I'm like, you're not supposed to? I know what he means though, but kind of I don't is my point. I've always just wanted to get really good at art or whatever to where I don't have to worry about this kind of thing. I'm not very business minded. Is my tape ending? Ain't no way, brother. What other blogger does this happen to? I guess you can still hear me. Alright, now where was I? Before I was so rudely interrupted by technology. Yeah, I think I was talking to Break about this while we were on the San Diego trip. I don't remember what originated the topic, but freaking I was like, yeah, I feel like it's just like the time that I enjoy the most is like when I'm in front of the camera, just like doing my shit and doing that. Like, and why don't I spend more of my time doing that? Like, why is that like 2 hours out of the day and not like freaking, I always feel like I can do more, but then sometimes that just makes me feel bad about how much I've done, which is usually a lot. I feel like I'm pretty prolific with my uploads, at least at this point. Yeah, dude, freaking shout out to Break, dude. I got this button on my little corkboard thingy. I went to Break's first tour, dude. Just thinking about concert stories I could talk about in the video. That seemed like a cool topic, but freaking, if you haven't seen the vlog of when we went to Break's concert, I'll freaking link that up here somewhere. I think it was the Blinkers in Mall of America one. That was freaking sick. I didn't even know that was his first tour until he freaking told us on the button. He didn't mention it until the buttons came out. That was freaking a cool time. I think my first concert I ever went to was in Florida, and I was like 12. I don't know if that's like too young to go to a concert, but I think I was like 12. It was to see A Day to Remember, and they were opening for a band called The Sleeping, which I don't know how big they are, to be honest. But A Day to Remember was relatively small at the time. It was before their big album came out, which I don't even remember the name of. I feel like such a hipster. Is it Homecoming? The one that was like the one that blew them up, right? I think. And then they were just a big band after that, and freaking, yeah, I don't know. This was at like the Orpheum in Florida, which is like a relatively small venue, but freaking to me it was lit. I was like, we're going to a concert. This is fucking sick. This is when I had my hair like down to my shoulders in like 8th grade or something. But it was freaking sick. I went with my friend Austin and some of his sister's friends, I think. And we stayed, I don't even remember where, but it was sick, and I'm glad my parents let me go because it was a great memory, dude. And I remember he bought me a t-shirt, shouts freaking out. It was a really ugly metalcore, A Day to Remember design. I'll try to freaking find it. It had a clock on it and a skull, some sort of, like if you just ask ChatGPT, make me a band shirt that looks cool with a skull and a clock. That's probably what would come out. It would probably be pretty similar. But it was certainly a day to remember. Who the fuck are the Sleeping? How many monthly listeners do you think they have? I'm not hating on them by any means. I'm sure they've had an entire career that I'm just simply ignorant to at this moment. But I'm educating myself right now. The Sleeping. They have 70K monthly listeners. Okay, A Day to Remember probably has at least like 500,000, right? I'm just saying, they're a big band. Good for them. Yeah, they have 5 million actually. So I was underselling them a little bit. But this was back when freaking Monument, I don't even know what album that song was on, but the song Monument had just come out, and it was on their MySpace, and I believe therefore it was on my MySpace because you could pick like your favorite song, and it had just come out. So I think it was my MySpace song when I was gonna go to the concert, and it was a sick time, dude. I remember freaking during the song Monument, which I knew the words to, and I was like freaking going hard. We're like in the front, which I would never do these days because low-key I kind of hate going to shows. It's freaking awful. And I don't know, even when I was like younger, I just don't want to be like pressed on or touched or by like strangers and shit, or crowd surfed on. That shit sucks. I can't lift you and never could. Not when I was 12, not when I'm 45 and a half next Wednesday. But freaking dude, during the Monument song, he was like freaking putting the microphone in the crowd, and it was like right in front of me, dude. And then he was like, everybody get up here. And then we got on stage for like 2 seconds, but to me it felt amazing. And then got right back off. Because there was like no barrier between the crowd and the stage, because it was just like a small little thing. It was a great first concert. And then I met the band afterwards. We met the band, I should say, me and my friends. And I had them sign my big chunky audio shoes. If you freaking guys remember audio shoes, I'll get a picture of one. They're like the ones that Bam Margera, I think, was sponsored by them back in the day in the 2000s, dude. I would wear the fuck out of some audios, TBH, in 2024. But I had A Day to Remember, and one member of the Sleeping, I think it was the singer, they signed my audios, and it was lit. And then that was it. Was there any other notable memories from that night? I think my friend's sister had to take a piss, and there was no bathroom in the bar, I guess. So she had to like piss in an alley. And that's all I remember. Okay. And then, have I gone to any other concerts after that? What were some more concerts I went to in Florida? I saw Passion Pit at the Ritz in Ybor. That was cool, I guess. There was one guy who was like clearly rolling on ecstasy or something, freaking next to me and just sweating profusely, going way too hard to Passion Pit. How did Passion Pit songs even go? I barely even remember. That was like MGMT, but nobody remembers them. Crazy. I mean, I'm sure if I heard them, I wouldn't mind it. How many monthly listeners you think? 1 million? They probably got 1 million. That's a legacy artist, right? I think the singer like went a little crazy and freaking had some drama, but I'm not familiar. Oh, they had that Take a Walk song that was like way after that too. I don't even remember what it sounds like. They have 2 million. Shout out to Passion Pit. Very high school core memories. Indeed. Quite right. Who else have I seen live that's like interesting? I went to Warped Tour once in 2007. Who did I see there? Freaking Escape the Fate when Ronnie Radke was in it. But I mean, like, we were so far away that I saw them. They were like this big, but I mean, they were there, and I liked them at the time. It was sick. I think they were like the first band we saw in the morning when we got there, and maybe missed the first couple songs, but it was interesting. Freaking Warped Tour in Florida, dude. I don't need to do that more than once. I'll be honest, dude. It's so hot, and then we got rained on like twice, so it was just like, cool. You're really testing us, God. I think I saw the Almost, Aaron Gillespie from Under Oath's other band. Some good Christian pastor, camp counselor core music. I mean, they were great, but got a t-shirt from them. Had it from 25 years probably. Not anymore though. Who else? Who's the band that sings "The Neighbor Kids with Trash Can Lids"? Fucking Single File, I think is what they're called. That's the only song I know by them. Saw that song. Yeah. I'm sure there's lots of other concert tales, to be honest, but freaking those are a few off the dome. What else should I yap about? Yap your ear off and let me know in the comments.
Sonic in the Lord of the Rings.
Which someone also sent as a topic, but I don't think I can elaborate much on that. It does look kind of fire though. I've never seen Lord of the Rings really. I tried to watch half of it once and I think I fell asleep. Good times, not really. Snoresville. I've got my own fantasies. I don't need to watch R.R. Tolkien's. Head back in your hobbit hole and smoke that. I think we're done here. All right, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more vlogs. I love you, goodbye.